God for the 10 children we have with us today. It's such a joy to see you. Such a joy to have you with us. So do you remember what we talked about last week? What did we talk about last week? Something to do with the church. And yes, that you are the church. I'm so happy you remembered that. That's right. You are the church. So if you're the church, and we said we come to the church, didn't we talk about a profession? Didn't we talk about nurses or something? What did we talk about? Yeah, what did we talk about? Doctors, medicine, immortality. Do you guys remember? What was it? We talked about, yeah?
Like where you're pretending this was like a hospital.
That the church is a hospital. That's right. The church is the hospital of our bodies and, more importantly, our souls. And so we come here to receive healing and freedom from sin. So last week we talked about the church as hospital. This week we talked about the church. We didn't talk about it yet. We will talk about the church as the ark of salvation. The church as the ark of salvation. How cool is that? Now let me ask you guys. I have a couple questions. Number one, what's an ark? Anyone know what an ark is? It's not ark the herald angels in, right? What's an ark? What's an ark? Does anyone have an idea what an ark is? A boat. That's right. So here I want to show you, Elias is holding up for us, Christ and the apostles and the saints, the church fathers, in the church, which is shown as a boat. I have a question for you. There's a great biblical figure who was in a boat. I have a question for you. How many animals did Moses have in the ark with him? How many do you think it was? How many? 32? I think it was a lot more than that, but it's a trick question. How many animals did Moses have in the ark with him?
27.
No, way more than 27. How many? 100. You're probably closer, but let me tell you guys something. Moses didn't even have a rowboat, guys. He was in the middle of the desert. It was Noah and the ark. Oh, yeah, that's right. Noah had the ark, right? Noah went into the ark, into the boat. And so, what did the ark do for them? Their ark was a little different, because the whole earth was flooded. The heavens opened and water poured down. It wasn't just like rain. The firmament opened and water came down, and the whole earth was flooded. And they were in the boat. So now what did the boat do for them when the water flooded them? It saved their lives. And they took 2 of every kind of animal. You know how many animals that is? That's a lot of animals. 2 of every type of animal were in the ark. Noah's ark, not this, not the church. And they were in the ark, and they were saved from the dangers of the waters that was killing everything on earth. So God saved them. Now, in the church, in the same way, we are saved from the dangers of sin. It protects us from the evils of all kinds of sin, but not even that, more than that. From anxiety, from depression, from worries. The church is the ark of salvation, and it saves us from all of that. So now, I have another question for you. An ark is a big boat, right? And now Noah's ark was so huge, and there was a huge door for Noah's ark. God told Noah the exact measurements to build for that boat, right? And there was a huge door. Now, if all the animals were in the ark, and Noah and his 3 sons and their wives said, everyone's in the ark, who closed the huge door? Do you know who it was? God closed the huge door. That's right. God himself came and BAM! He shut the door and he sealed it so that no water would go in the ark. And so God put them in the ark and he saved them in the ark. And I want you to understand that God put you in the ark, in the church. You're in the church, not just this building, but in our church, in the faith, because God put you here. And it's your job to go and bring others to the ark, to bring them away from the evils of anxiety, of sin, of depression. Does that make sense? Is this too figurative? Do you get this? That you're in the ark of salvation. The ark is the church, not just the building, but the church body, which is made up of you. I know, it's so confusing, right? It's so confusing, but it's so beautiful, because this is how you're saved. So because Christ loves everyone, he wants to bring everyone into the ark. He wants everyone to be in the ark. And so let's recap. Today we learned that the church is the ark of salvation, right? And that Christ is protecting us in His holy church from all kinds of evil. And Christ is the door of life. He's the one how we get into the church. And we're sealed in the church. And it's our job to go and bring others into the church, into the ark of salvation. Does that make sense? Okay. Now I'm going to bless you, and let's stand up, continue divine liturgy,